Welcome to Conquering Holiday Stress in Marriage. I'm going to give you 5 practical steps today. Good fortune is what happens when opportunity meets with planning. And so many years, whenever I would begin my holiday shopping, I would begin in July and August. Let me tell you, those were the best years because I would be able to kind of methodically, as I found things on sale for people, enjoy shopping for people. But as the years have gone on, I have done like everybody else does. I started shopping like October, November. I'm still trying. I got a few things already. It's October, but often people wait till December. Some people wait till the week of. Some people wait until a couple of days before. I think that's according to how much responsibility you have for the shopping, right? We are talking about the extraordinary marriage here. Usually one person does the shopping. Yeah. Well, that's me. And so often as we head into the holidays between dinners and shopping and extra responsibilities, I start to feel a little stressed. Anybody out there feeling the same kind of thing? Well, financial pressures and gift expectations are one of the first things that get us. We love buying gifts for our loved ones, but sometimes it's expensive according to how many gifts that you have to give. And we don't want to ruin Christmas holidays. We don't want to ruin Christmas, the meaning of Christmas, by being frustrated and having lack of energy, lack of excitement. So, to keep your excitement going, it's important to plan. So, the first thing we're going to look at financial pressure and gift expectations. Yeah, we all got a budget. Don't we love it? Now, when we think about a budget, we want to think about how much money we have to spend, how much money we have to use, and not how much money we're afraid we'll spend. So you want to look at, make a budget, figure out how much I'm going to spend, divide that up into the amount of gifts that you have, and start looking for things on sale, right? There's Amazon, the stores. I mean, things are on sale everywhere. So if you really take the time to plan, you can get some nice gifts for inexpensive price. Another things you can do to help you with this is to draw names. Yeah, so you got a family of 5, you draw names with your loved ones. This really comes out on aunts and uncles and yeah, grandparents because we usually buy for everybody. But in different times of life, we have a different kind of budget. Once your kids are all gone, as long as you're not on a fixed budget, you have a little bit more money to spend because you're not already spending your money on your kids. They're all out on their own. So think about drawing names. That's very helpful. Also consider time and talents. I told my daughter when my birthday came up this past year, I'm like, you know what? I would really love, I told all my kids this. What I'd really love is to spend time with you and for you to help me with something that I need help with. That might be washing the car. It happens that my daughter helped me re shelf everything in my kitchen. So we took everything out. And to be honest, that is no fun at all. But you know what? When she spent 3 hours with me doing that, it was kind of fun. I enjoyed it, and I've continued to enjoy a cleaner kitchen cabinets. Things are better organized. So consider time as a gift and consider your talents. What are you good at? Handmade items. When we were younger, this is something I did a whole lot. I did ceramics, and so I made ceramics that year. Everybody got something that I thought that they would love that was ceramic. And I enjoyed working on that throughout the year because at that point I taught dance at night, but I was home with my kids all day. And so that gave me something to work on. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I know my younger son has an Etsy business now. And so I've received a few handmade gifts from him. Usually it's woodwork items. So handmade gifts are great. Crocheted blankets, crocheted scarves. Yeah, think about it. What are your talents? Now, I forgot to look at that. Okay, family obligations. Often when the holidays come upon us, we love getting with our family, but we start getting uptight because we have too many things going on. The kids have things going on. There's things going on at church. There's family dinners, there's dinners for groups that you're in, and the obligation for all the get-togethers becomes too much, and you're not even enjoying it anymore. So you have to stop and discuss, what are you going to say yes to of this year? What's most important? So family, of course, is always most important, and it's important for couples that you discuss these things and make these decisions together. A little give, a little take, a little give, a little take. You can't always be taken. And in one of our podcasts this month, we talked about the love bank and how we deposit things into the love bank and it causes you to get along better with your spouse. But when you're constantly withdrawing from the love bank, it causes you to have a few arguments with your spouse. And holidays are no different. In fact, there's more stress going on during the holidays. So discuss together and give. And of course, we all take a little, but discuss what you'll say yes to. Once you say yes, make sure that you said yes wholeheartedly. And now you're going to have a positive outlook and you're going to enjoy getting together with your family. That's a big one for me because when I said yes and I really didn't want to do something, then I started to have negative energy a week before I had to do it. And I started learning to contemplate what I would say yes to. Why is it that I'll say yes to this? And then that helped me to have more positive energy because negative energy drags you down. It doesn't give you nothing but trouble. And then remember to leave a little space. Leave a little space in your calendar to rest and sit and watch TV, have a conversation with your spouse, do something with your kids, but leave a little space in your schedule so that you can keep your joy. And that falls into time management. You want to keep a planner, whether it's on your phone or a little one in your purse or on your desktop. You want to keep a planner so you don't miss anything and so that you are paying attention to what you will give your time to. You have one life to live. One life to live. Make sure you have no regrets. Regrets happen when we, shun that family. Maybe we're irritated or bothered with somebody and we don't want to take the time for them and we don't get with them. And then suddenly something happens and they're not around anymore. So make sure, what's most important. Keep a planner. You want to prioritize, like I said, what's most important. Is that your spouse, your kids, your family? And of course, it's always important to get together with the people at work. It keeps the morale up and helps develop relationships that, work well together. And then delegate a few things. So often we try to do everything ourselves. Yes, everything ourselves. So I ask you, what do you not have to do? And what are you picking up and doing just because you think you're the only person that can do it? Look at all those things and figure out something that you'll delegate. It might be that you ask a spouse for some help in something, or that you decide, hey, I'm going to let each one of my kids do a little something in the house. You might like that. And learn to say no when you need to say no. Some people have trouble saying no. They might need to resort back to their spouse. Well, let me ask my spouse so they could say no. But some people have trouble saying no, and they're busy doing everything that everyone else wants them to do. Let's go back to learning how to decide what you say yes on. And the little things that we do for each other matter when it comes to our marriage. And it's a trickle down effect. How happy you and your spouse are, it goes down into how happy your kids are, how good you are at work, how you make friends and support friends. Because being happy at home is the most important thing. Having a great relationship with your spouse, and you at least got to try. So, lend a helping hand to your spouse and discuss mutual events that are coming up. You're both deciding what we're going to give our time to, what we're going to do together, because, if you do everything apart separately, you're going to grow apart. But if you learn to do things together, make decisions together, do things together, be together, life's going to be a lot better. A good thing is to leave a little love note for your spouse, whether it's a sweet text one day at work or a little note they find in a lunch, or maybe a sweet note, like whoever's at home, like I'm at home during the day, a little note in the refrigerator. Yeah, we always go there, don't we? A love note. And remember little things like hello and goodbye. Give your spouse a goodbye kiss. Give your spouse a hello kiss. Pay attention to one another. Now, I've been married a long time, and I know there's a time we always did that. And now there's a time that suddenly, maybe I was tired or whatever, and I didn't get up or I didn't speak or I didn't do. Yeah, that causes withdrawals from the love bank, and when you pay attention to each other, you're making those deposits that matter. Create deposits in your love bank. Remember what matters most. Often we give attention to everything else that's not important. Remember what matters most, and that's your spouse and your family. Remember to have gratitude for what you do for one another and just for having them. There's always something you're doing for each other. Remember to have conversations, talk to one another. This brings you closer. Keep it sweet. Actionable steps that we've talked about today. Number one, quiet time. Some of you may need quiet time. Be sure and take it. Count to 10. If you find yourself getting frustrated, take a deep breath and count to 10. It's important. Plan it out. Keep a planner to track the events and responsibilities, obligations that you have put forth for the month. Make sure you plan it out so you keep, and if you got to have gifts for Saturday, you got to get them like 2 weeks ahead instead of waiting to the last minute. Remember to say no. Don't be afraid to say no when it's necessary, because you have to leave space for you and your spouse and for some rest time. Stay positive. This one's in pink. It says, keep a positive outlook and appreciate the time with people. Keep a positive outlook and appreciate the time with people. Everybody needs a little bit of time with others to chat, talk, give energy, show you care. Share responsibilities, divide the task evenly, and avoid overwhelming one person. When one person is doing everything, if it's you, you're like, yeah, that's me. If it's not you, I want you to think, what do I need to do to help my spouse? Now, this is definitely deposits or withdrawals in the love bank. Responsibility gets pretty heavy sometimes, but whenever you split it and you both do your part, everything goes well. I'm Connie, helping you cultivate connection, understanding, and lasting love. I have a free gift for you in my on the extraordinary excuse me. I have a free gift for you at theextraordinarymarriage.com. You'll find several gifts, but one of my favorites is my starter kit. It gives you many things that'll help you have an extraordinary marriage. Join me weekly on the podcast. Here's one of my favorites. I just listened to it again today, Mighty Mom Mastery. And it's a tribute to Mother's Day. But you know what? Any day is great to listen to this one. It's episode 30. And if you're a mom, you're really going to love it. And if you're not a mom, you're a dad, you can hunt through my podcast and find something that'll help you today. God bless. I'm Connie Durham, and I hope I'll see you again.